Hey guys, welcome to A Simple Little Pearl. I am Kim and I am getting ready for my thrift haul that I drop the last Thursday of every month. I do a thrift haul drop on asimplelittlepearl.com. And these are items that I typically pick up throughout the month as I go thrifting and junking, which I love to do. It's a huge passion of mine. And so this month, however, I am going to be starting a little transition. So if you don't know, asimplelittlepearl.com is my online boutique. And a couple of years ago, well, several years ago, I started a blog post, asimplelittlepearl.com. I love to write. I love to encourage people just with scripture and stories about life and things that I've gone through, and just help to give my perspective and my testimony of things that I've gone through and come out of, and just to hopefully encourage somebody out there as well who may be going through it or just having a really tough time. And so I started that. And then I also love, again, to thrift, and I love all things vintage. And so I started to do a Poshmark. And if you don't know, Poshmark is kind of like a reseller's platform that you could go to, kind of like eBay, Depop. Poshmark is one of them. There's several of them out there, but I chose Poshmark and kind of dabbled in that. Ironically enough, I'm not a big online shopper. So I didn't really know what to expect. And, Poshmark's a really cool platform if you've never done it before. It's very user friendly, very easy to maneuver and figure out. And so I started that a couple of years ago. And then last March, I just wanted to branch out and kind of do my own thing. And so I kind of molded the two, as well as bringing on new things, new jewelry, I just love clothes, fashion, vintage, thrifting, writing, encouraging people. I love all of it. And so I've kind of created my own little hub that you can come to get all of that. So with that being said, I've also kept my Poshmark closet going. And so I'm going to start transitioning, getting all of my Poshmark inventory listed onto my asimplelittlepearl.com website. I haven't started that process yet. And so I figure I don't know if this happens to anybody else, but I'm kind of in a thrifting, junking kind of rut. And so I haven't really wanted to go out and get anything and find anything. And I kind of am attributing that to the fact that I have so much still here that I need to kind of go through, sort through, and start listing and getting rid of. So that's what I am going to be doing this month. Hopefully that'll pull me out and let the creative genes and the thrifting genes start to flow again. But right now they are dead and asleep. So I went through a couple of my tubs for Poshmark, and I still have it active, so you're still able to go over there and look at what I have. But I do want to start to transition. Again, Poshmark, nothing wrong with it. They do charge, which kind of, sparked some stuff in me. They do charge a 20% resell or seller's fee. So anything that I do sell using their platform, they immediately take 20% of that sell, which I understand, I get. They also take care of shipping. Like, they send you the label, you sell something, they immediately give you the label. They, at the end of every year, will give you your inventory that you've sold and kind of a breakdown of that. You obviously still need to keep your own records, because you have to figure out what you actually paid for it, and shipping and all of that kind of stuff needs to be taken out. But they do help. So it's not that, and they obviously give you their platform, which, a lot of people there, I think I have over 10,000 followers on mine, and that is without me really even pushing it, doing anything pretty much with it. It's just posting stuff and ghosting it is what I do. Yeah, I just post it, and then as people, I don't promote it or anything like that. And so, so if you do happen to get it, you can promote it and really make a good chunk of change by doing that. So yeah, so Poshmark, yeah, I highly recommend if you are a reseller, absolutely. I'm just trying to get all of my things into one place. And so that's kind of my reasoning and my motivation behind getting out of Poshmark. So I wanted to share with you and give you a little live view of what I am going to be listing this coming Thursday, February, I don't know, is it the 25th, 26th? So just so you guys can see what's going on. So this first one, and this is kind of how I have my setup. I've tried doing various things when it comes to taking pictures and things like that, trying to find my area, and that's kind of been a little bit of a struggle for me. I'm not a photographer. I do have photographer friends, that have obviously asked, or said that they would help, but I'm kind of one of those people, as I've expressed in previous videos, where I'm not a planner, and so it's like you would need to live with me for me to be like, okay, let's today is where we're gonna do this. So so I'm kind of trying to have to figure out what works best. And so I've decided, I've had stuff on this wall that I kind of have to deconstruct every month so that I can use it. But it's kind of simple enough to where it allows you to see the clothes. I have tried different areas in the house that I had really cute things in the background, but then your eye is drawn to the decorations or the outside more than the clothing article of clothing. So I decided to just kind of go simple, get me a couple of lights, and it works. It's simple enough. It's organic looking enough to where it doesn't look extremely, professional, and you can't, it looks, I kind of like it to look where it's not intimidating. Like, it's not so fancy and so put together that it looks like it's, it's not something that you can relate to. I don't know. That might just be a really goofy explanation of what I'm doing, but that's what I'm doing. And so yeah, I just get a couple of lights, set them up, and then take my pictures with my phone. So it seemed to have worked this far, but yeah, so let me get into what I'm going to be listing. My first thing that I'm about to photograph after I steam it is this torrid, kind of cinched little dress. It's a size 3, plus size 3. So I'm going to be listing that. Just waiting for my little steamer to warm up. And then here's my other stuff. I'm going to be listing these Bill Blass vintage jeans. They are a size 16. And for the most part, just so you know, whenever I do go thrifting, I try to find things that are even vintage. Vintage is a little bit harder than normal stuff, but I do try to get only things that are in good and excellent condition. And when I list everything, I list all the details, the measurements, kind of the description, material, anything that I can find worth listing. I'll put that in the details listing of each item, so on asimplelittlepearl.com. So while I'm kind of doing like a rough little explanation here, more details will be on my website. These are PacSun. These are, I believe, a size 23, and they're very high-waisted. So as you can see, let me get this light. As you can see, I'm 5'6", and they are up right under my chest and like meeting me still at my ankles. So they are a nice, long, high-waisted PacSun size 23 jean. This is Up West size medium gray sweater. y'all don't mind my nails. It's time. I never paint my nails, and that is why, because my painting job does not last very long, and I don't care that much about it to keep all of that gel polish on there. Okay, so these are Madewell, size 34, and it's a classic straight jean. Sorry, my chest is talking. Not my mouth, y'all can't see my face. But these are in really good shape, Madewell. Then I have this Tory Burch shirt. Now this is new with tag, as they would say, NWT, new with tag. I didn't know what that meant for a really long time. But yes, new with tag. It's regularly a $295 suggested retail. It was marked down to $88.50. And it's a size small. Really pretty, really good shape. Then I have these Stacy Adams. These are a size 40W32, so 40W in the waist and then a 32 in the length. Very lightweight. Good for this spring season that's coming. Then I have this Blue and Gray. This is an extra small, kind of like just a throw over, very oversized boho vibe to it. Very cute. Love that. Then this vintage Americana Jerseyed. I don't really know how to say that. Size large. Vintage, if I didn't say that. And then I figure since we're probably getting into like wedding season, I would throw on some dresses, some real pretty dresses. This is Forecast size 6. It has a long zipper in the back, black lacy midi dress, real pretty. And then this, the tag looks a little vintage. JS Collections size 4. I'm not sure, but again, it'll show in the details. You can see what I mean. It kind of has that vintage look to it, but in very good shape. It's just, it doesn't have a zipper or anything. You just kind of slip it on. I think it's another kind of midi length, and it's a size 4. And then I have this other real pretty vintage. I love this dress. Has the cool shoulder pads, vintage shoulder pads. It does have a zipper in the back, and then it is an Isadora, and then it is a size 3/4. Isadora. And then it has that really cute like little waist ruffle to it. So yes, I'm gonna list this stuff, and again, you can go onto my Poshmark and see the other things that I will eventually list over there. But yeah, just again, trying to get everything into one place, and you know, so I'm not all over. But Poshmark was a really good. It was a really good platform to kind of dabble in, and I never did eBay, I never did Depop or any of those other things. I just pretty much stuck with Poshmark, and then yeah, just decided to kind of bring everything over. And when I say bring everything over, I have a lot. I mean, it's not as intense as other people's closets, but it's, you know, a good 120, 130 pieces. And so yeah, so I'm hoping that by doing this, it'll get rid of some of my inventory, and then that thrifting, you know, or it could just be the weather. It's been so, you know, cold, and, you know, that could have a lot to do with it. I know, you know, up north is getting slammed right now, and we had our little winter blast. Ours wasn't bad at all, but I know other people really got slammed too. So just trying to get rid of some inventory. It could be the whole spring cleaning thing or whatever, but getting that taken care of. So a simplelittlepearl.com. Thursday we'll have these listed items, and then at the end of every month, the last Thursday, I'll be continuing the process. And I'm not saying that I won't go out and thrift and get new stuff, but right now this for this month at least, this is my plan. So yeah, and if you guys have any, I try when I go thrifting, I try to keep my eyes open. I have a quirky sense of style, and so what catches my eye, a lot of people won't necessarily relate to. So I'm really trying to, when I go out, go with the intention of shopping for other people too, and not just what I like. Even though I will add things that I like, I just try to to consider you guys as well. And so if there is anything that you're looking for, a style, a brand, size, whatever it is, just put in the comments if there's something that you're looking for, and I'll keep my eye out for it. Again, I'm not, won't rush out and only look for that, but I will consider it as I'm going on my little journeys. And so it will help me to kind of get a better idea of what you guys are looking for. Because again, it's a big world out there, and I love it. I love thrifting, but it'll help me kind of like see and remember to kind of get out of my own box and consider you guys too, because you are who I'm shopping for. Otherwise, all of this is going back in my closet, which a couple things were before. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope y'all are having a good day, and I'll see y'all soon.